It seems factions at the International Pentecostal Holiness Church have reached a truce. A leadership battle ended in tragedy 2 weeks ago when 5 people were killed after a hostage drama. The CRL Rights Commission has intervened. Our reporter Manqoba Mqunu has been tracking the story for us. He joins us now live. So let's talk about the church and it agreeing to a ceasefire. What's the outcome of this mediation?
Well, certainly, Shahan, the church leaders that were present here agreeing to put a stop to the violence that we've seen in the past few weeks. That meeting, Shahan, ending just about 2 hours ago. You'll recall that it began on Wednesday and facilitated by the CRL Rights Commission. So it has been going on since Wednesday. And what we do understand, Shahan, is that only 2 of those warring factions were part of the meeting. That is the Zirbekom church in the headquarters of the church in Zirbekom, and also the church in Jerusalem, which is led by Michael Sandlana. We do understand, however, that a third splinter group that is led by Tsepiso Modise was not part of the process, citing a court case that is still pending on the leadership squabbles here at the church. So the agreement, in terms of that agreement, we do understand that the leaders that were here have agreed that they will stay in their respective places of worship and that they are really not going to be inciting any violence. So it's basically a ceasefire that they're calling for, Shahan. But let's take a listen to the chair of the commission explaining some of the terms of that agreement. He says, of course, that it was not an easy one. So let's take a listen to what he had to say about that agreement.
We've agreed first that each church or group must remain in their respective places as of now, pending the outcome of the legal process. Second, we have also agreed that they must uphold and respect the legal tenets as derived from their legal teams. And finally, we have also agreed that we need to go forward and try to find a way forward under the mediation of the CRL Commission.
So what do the factions actually have to say about all of this?
Well, Shahan, it is a truce, but of course there's still some outstanding issues that still need to be ironed out. One of them is the fact that the Commission and this mediation process has not addressed the issue of that attack we saw on the 11th of July at the Zirbekom headquarters. But speaking to the church groups afterwards, what they do indicate, that is the Jerusalem faction, saying that they are quite hopeful that perhaps this could put an end to the bloodbath that we've seen over the past few weeks. But the other group, however, the Zirbekom headquarters, which was attacked, however, very doubtful, Shahan, about whether or not this will actually end the violence, saying that they are the ones that have been at the receiving end of this violence. But let's take a listen to what they had to say.
We are hopeful and we are grateful to the Commission that they started this process. We are positive that ultimately, when we get onto the other phases, we will achieve something positive.
We wish that it can be the end of the violence, but indeed, truly so, if we communicate through the intervention of the Commission, we believe that there will be an end of peace. Okay. We dissociate ourselves from violence. We are not the ones who are even causing the violence. So we'll be at peace if there's no violence.
So what do we expect next?
Well, Shahan, the Commission Chair also indicating that this possibly is not the end of this process, the mediation process, that is, Shahan. He says that at a later stage they're still going to meet to try and iron out some of the issues and to really get to the bottom of what happened on the 11th of July at the Zirbekom headquarters, where over 200 of those hostages were held hostage and how 5 people lost their lives. And so we do understand that there will be another process. It's still ongoing. The Commission saying that this process will be ongoing until it can restore the church to its former glory. So it certainly is not the end of the process. But the question, of course, is that will these agreements that took place here today actually lead to a peace between these warring factions? I think, Shahan, that remains to be seen.
All right, we can leave it right there. Reporter Manqoba Mqunu.